Hello again, YouTube Truth Man here. Y'all see this is part of my merchandise, the No for No Matrix. The No hats. Go get them. Go in the store. But what I want to talk about on my way back to my location is the double standard and the playing the victim that these women do. It's getting out of control, and it's out of control because it's still too many of you guys validating them. Too many of you guys is willing to be side dude, side ninja. Too many of you guys put up with this stuff. And so when dudes start putting their foot down, it's like, here they come playing the victim. You did something that they been doing, and they get mad at you. It's out of control, y'all. It's time to get these women in line, or don't deal with them. Don't talk to them. Nothing. Like, no more simping, man. No more white knight. No more pander bearing. Because how many dudes got to suffer for the few of y'all who don't understand how you're supposed to deal with women in 2023 and now 2024? Stepdaddies. Y'all just out of control, man. Y'all dudes need to get wise, man. Y'all ain't got no wisdom, man. Y'all still thinking with your small head and not with your big head. So, I was riding through here doing some work, and I got to thinking how bad this double standard is. Like, how even in my own issue, stuff has been done multiple times in my presence, in so on and so forth, right? But it's still a problem when I do it. A woman can hang up on you 10 times. If the phone hangs up and it's not even you, it's an issue. But she hung up on you 10 times. You see? That's the stuff I'm talking about. And what they do is they try to keep their business private so they can act like a monster. You putting people in our business, this, that, and other. So they can act like a monster. So they can keep that double standard. Oh, you talking to some woman? You was talking to dudes when I met you. See, this is why it don't make sense to argue with women. Because their worldview is always going to be different, man. I'm telling you. Like, they think because they're women that everything is okay if they choose to do it. But you a man, you can't do nothing they don't want you to do or say you can do. That's the devil. I don't care what y'all say. That's the devil. That's not the scripture. That's not the Bible. That's not the blueprint that the Most High laid out for relationships. I don't care what nobody's saying. They're not supposed to have this double standard. They're not supposed to be doing this. They'll been done got away with a million things, and they find out about one thing with you, and you the bad guy. We got to stop taking them serious, man. We got to have the attitude, if you want me to take you serious, you're going to have to earn that. These women will literally think that it's okay for them to have multiple guys, right? But you can't get none. You can't have no women. You can't do this. You can't do that. That's the Jezebel in them. You know how Jezebel was running the kingdom? It wasn't King Ahab. That's what they want. They want us men to do things like Ahab. And you see, the Most High got mad at Ahab and judged him. If I'm not mistaken, Ahab died before Jezebel did. And it's crazy because it seemed like she didn't even care. She still was trying to seduce the prophet. And he told them, man, throw her down here, man. Throw that broad down here. And the eunuch threw her right down there. Broke her neck, and like they prophesied, the dogs ate her. Probably hyenas. So, I blame this on some of you guys, man. It's your fault. All you dudes who give them too much leeway. And I use Clarissa Shields for example. That's a prime example of the level of the double standard that they have. Now, it hasn't even come out if his gloves was thin or not. That's what she said. He just dropped her. She always trying to fight men, and she got dropped. What is this on my coat? She got dropped. Shouldn't have been trying to fight men. See, she was banking on being a woman. Maybe he won't go as hard on me. So I could just beat him up, and he just gonna let me beat him up. Like Errol Spence. Clearly, Errol Spence done rearranged people's face. Do you think if he was giving her work, that she would have been able to stand in front of him? Errol Spence was going light on her, man. Errol Spence be breaking eyeballs and stuff like that. As long as it ain't Terrence Crawford too quick. His defense too good. But he'll probably do that to everybody else. The only people I think that Errol Spence probably won't do that to is Keith Thurman and Terrence Crawford. Everybody else gonna have an extremely hard time with Errol Spence. But she was trying to box with Errol Spence. Why? Because they got a double standard. They banking on playing the victim. So when she got knocked out, she went and got a knife. And I know how women do. I know she's lying. And I like her as a female boxer. I think she gonna have a hell of a time with Baumgartner more than she think. Because if you look at them, that's an even matchup. Baumgartner is just a smaller. But in terms of how they throw them hands, that's a pretty even matchup that could go either way. So they bank on that, man. That double standard. They can have a boyfriend, you be the side dude, but then if their boyfriend get with somebody, boy, she gonna try to get him locked up. Cause see, one thing they can't have. They can't have you getting no nut off. Can't have you had no money, and they can't have you walking out here free. These is when you start seeing who they really are. See, I've learned through the years that there probably are some spiritual women out there, but I'm not trying to hear it, I'm trying to see it. Because I done heard a lot of talk from people that didn't show that to me. I've seen women lose their faith, the whole nine. So, you know, hey man, this is what you deal with. Like, let me tell you something, man. All you guys that want to get married, I'm gonna make a special video for you after this. And we're gonna play What If. And we just talking about the negative stuff. We ain't even talking about the positive. We talking about all the negative. And we gonna say, what if your girl is all of these things? Because that's how you gotta look at it. What I saw earlier, I looked to see who was watching. I started to whip my phone out and give y'all some footage. It was an old couple, probably 80 some years old. She was spazzing out. It's my money. Give me my money. And she was trying to fight him in front of everybody. And I'm looking at it, and people looking at me, and they looking at them. And I'm like, is this what it's like for a lot of guys that be married to these women when they get up in age? Because I'm going to tell you like this. Nothing against nobody that I know. But the only person that I ever seen, the only positive, strongly positive or fully positive example that I ever seen from a woman was my grandmother, my mother's mother. Loyal, she stuck by him, she looked out for him. And he was sore, she gave him massages, she cooked for him. We couldn't eat until he got as much as he wanted. She was a unicorn. Nobody else even close. Looking at everybody else dealing with their men, nobody else was even close. Not even close. Nobody. It's her and all the rest. I've seen them disrespect their men. I've seen them flirt around with other men. I've seen them be sneaky. I've seen them raising their voice to their men. I've seen them being selfish with their men. I've seen it all. The only one I ever seen that was like wise and like just unicorn, like almost all the time, was my grandmother. If I was married to somebody like my grandmother, I would have little or no issues. If you were married to somebody like my grandmother, you would have little or no issues as long as you don't have mental illness. And my grandmother always wanted to work, but my grandfather didn't want her to work, so she did. You hear him talk, like when we go over there, you hear him. She used to be like, well, I could go work at the hospital, or I could go, I want to help you, this, that, and the other. My grandfather used to be like, I got it. And it's like they wasn't rich or nothing, but that's what he wanted her to do. Now, if he would have been like, yeah, I need some help. Yeah, you can go and go work. She would have went and she would have brought all her money to him. These women now ain't like her. I haven't seen one. I'm sure they out there scattered abroad. I don't know any of them. I ain't never worked with them. I'm not related to them. Like I say, from what I see, and I observe fairly, the way she dealt with my granddaddy was up here. Everybody else down here. Everybody else down here. My grandfather had a whole nother daughter and everything. not only did my grandmother accept it and still loved him, but she accepted her, and the other daughter used to be around and still around us. And they both done passed away. The whole family done accepted it. The whole family done accepted her because my grandmother did. My grandmother used to adopt kids that wasn't even blood relative. They'll be like one of the grandkids' sibling. Not to us. You know why? Because when we saw her accept him, we accept him. But these women now, double standard. Play the victim. My grandmother could have easily played the victim and she had a valid point. She didn't. She didn't play the victim. They end up having a 50-year anniversary. She was so happy. Everybody was over there. Family, friends, family. She was so happy. She used to tell my grandfather, you need to get right with God before it's too late. You starting to forget stuff, so on and so forth. And he did. And his last, he just totally changed, like towards the end of his life, like he was way nicer. That's what the Bible was talking about. That a woman's supposed to win a man over. See, all of these women, when they get mad at you, oh, you ain't right, you the worst guy. But they forgetting about what the Bible say to them. Okay, if he the worst guy and you the best girl, then you supposed to win him over with your lifestyle. Just like my grandmother did with my grandfather. They don't see it that way though. That's why the chances of me getting married again is the chances of me winning every lottery game in the state that I live in on the same day. Wherever I live, just get a ticket in every game and win every game. It's possible. Not likely. I'll never marry a non-unicorn woman again. Because I know that it gets worse. It don't get better. If she a partial unicorn, then that little bit is likely to disappear. It could be an act. Could be an act. Okay, let me ask you something. You think you need these women? Let me ask you something. Do you need to play basketball? Okay, so what sport do you like? Oh, some of y'all like baseball. Do you need to hit the baseball every day? Like I say, and I taught the juveniles this too, and they's like, man, that's deep. I said, women are a want, not a need. See, some guys, if you need women, you a simp. You got to know what these words mean. They're a want. We want them. We want to deal with them. We don't need to. We need the Most High. We need to stay healthy. We need to eat. We need to drink water. We don't need them. Okay, let me show you. What if where you live, they all bad? So you telling me you need a bad woman? Y'all got to get y'all minds right, because as long as too many of y'all got y'all minds ain't right, we're going to keep dealing with this garbage. Women using men for money, but if you use them for sex, It's wrong for you to use them for sex. It's right for them to use you for money. And you can't tell me I'm wrong, because I know multiple women that don't even like their husbands, but they're with them for provision. And don't you know that sometimes you could cause things to go bad thinking like that? Like he'll always come up short. A lot of guys that got a woman that's with them for money, it ain't gonna matter how much they make. Because a lot of them gonna come up short because they with somebody that's throwing the energy in the house off because she's with them for what they provide. Don't even like them. Don't even respect them. That's why you got to divorce, man. You can't be, look, if you having problems in your marriage, I'm speaking to the marriage guys right now. If you can't fully resolve those issues and both of y'all take y'all roles, you as the leader, her as the follower, you need to get rid of her and stay by yourself until and unless you can find somebody that will do what I just said. Let me see something. Hold on. Otherwise, you're begging for trouble. Stop providing for these bras that don't even like you like that. You got a problem with me, you got a problem with my money. And then they'll try to diss you, like if, let's say you have a financial problem, they'll just keep trying to diss you. You know, no man in his right mind is going to want to do anything for you to do that. He got to be in his wrong mind, and we got to get this right, man, because too many of y'all guys is in the wrong mindset, man. I'm telling you. Y'all got this thing, and y'all be letting these women beat on you, but you can't hit them, but they can hit you. You got to stop that, man. And they start hitting on you, you're supposed to leave them alone. Since when do you have to take abuse from all these women out here? See that? Say it sometimes. No. It look like it's saying because you know stuff be backwards in Canada. But we got to do something about this double standard, man. I used to think that how I used to think in my 20s was wrong. My thing was, I'm going to treat women good, but I don't trust them. I'm going to make them earn everything, and I'm not sticking to just one. The difference with me now is I'm not going to lie to them. See, back then, I had like 10 of them, all thinking they the only one. Not no more. If I got 10, y'all better get along with the other 9. Because I learned through the years that lying to a woman and catering to women, especially the ones that don't cater to you, is wrong. Like even this channel, you would think that you with a person, they don't be like, oh yeah, go ahead and, you know, I wish you the best and I hope your channel is a success. Heckling the channel. But I guarantee you, it come down to it, you're gonna be trying to get money over this channel. That's how they do. Dude, listen, man. I'm telling you, man. Listen to me. Listen to me when I tell you these things, man. Because yours might be worse. There's a very good chance. That's the scary part. That's the scary part for me. That's the scary part for you. I know what I done had to deal with. I know the ups and downs that you're not supposed to. Dude, okay, let me explain it. Let me break it down in closing, because we got one more video. When you deal with these women, those ups and downs, it's gonna take their toll on you more than anybody. Mad at you this day, not mad at you the other day. Said all this crazy stuff this day, and then the next day, you're supposed to act like nothing was ever said or done. I'm telling you, man, I think back sometimes about the only thing I don't like seeing life without my kids. I don't like thinking like that. But I think back to the days when I had my own place and nobody lived with me. How quiet it used to be. How peaceful it used to be. How I could watch and do whatever I want without no arguments, no bite back, no nothing. Y'all think that's bad. It's because you ain't got a taste of living with one of them. Being married to one of them. You ain't got a taste yet. And like I told you, yours, more than likely, I would say, might be worse. That's you though. I already know what to do. I got the wisdom now. I got the wisdom now. The way I think is like this. Some dudes say, I ain't never getting married. I say, it's very unlikely. They can't fool me, thus making it very unlikely. Marriage license, 100% no. I would never get a marriage license, and I still would have an agreement that if she tried to go that legal route against me, I'm covered. It ain't happening. And if I do get under the same roof as another woman, you better believe she gonna be pulling her weight. She gonna be helping in every way. Because the way I'm thinking right now, it's a no. I'm thinking I'm gonna give me a housekeeper. The house, these women do not be cleaning up like that. They go through too many emotional changes. A lot of them don't clean up like that. I'm gonna give me a housekeeper, wash my clothes. I got like 3 bags of clothes or more. I'm gonna have to wash them myself as usual. I don't even have time. I'm looking at it like, man, when am I even do it? Probably tomorrow. She would have to practically be a super soldier with endless energy for me to even consider a no marriage license marriage with her. Now, I'm going to deal with women. I'm going to have concubine. But they going to have to prove that they should be wives. You not marrying me just because you want to get married. Been there, done that. You not giving me no ultimatum. Been there, done that. Ultimatum? You God now? God don't even give me ultimatums. The Most High don't even give me ultimatums. You think I'm going to take them from you over some sex? I can jag. I know they hate that. Y'all hate hearing that, don't y'all? Especially spiritual. Well, okay, you hate to hear it. I can jag, I can jag, I can jag, jag, jag. I can jag, I can jag, I can jag, jag, jag. If I wanted to, I can whip it out right now and bust off. It ain't nothing none of y'all can do. All you could do is say, he this, he that. You need help. You need therapy. They favor. But you can't stop me from whipping it out and jagging. Just like these women can't. And as long as I could do that, you will never be able to control me with sex. That's the purpose of it. That's the purpose of it. Because once a woman is controlling you with sex, now, you Christian guys, you Muslim guys, all y'all want to be spiritual guys, now you guilty of an actual sin called idolatry. And for you letting a woman control you with sex, thinking you pleasing God by not jagging or not watching POR, fill in the blank, but you got her controlling you, listen, if you don't watch it, that's fine. It's a good thing. But if you got her controlling you, where she leading you, she bullying you, she making you do what she want so you can get some, you have committed a sin that's worse than jagging. That's what y'all better learn how sin work. But anyway, let's get to the next video. Get your no hats, man. This nice hat, very warm, very comfortable. I got another hat with a flame on it. The flame emoji. Just take a look at the merchandise. You might see something you want. I'm seeing all these clicks. Y'all ain't buying that much of it. Y'all not. But thanks for watching.